Good morning. Good morning. Can you all hear me?
Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Gwen. Nice to see you this morning.
You too.
Welcome, Audrey. Welcome, Sonora. Very excited to have you all here this morning. As everyone logs in, I am super excited to welcome so many new team members. It's a really exciting time, and I know we're just waiting for Amanda to jump in as well, and she will be here shortly. So we're recording the session, and we will make it available after the presentation. Hey, Audrey, I see you. Here's Audrey. She's been doing such a great job since she joined the organization. It's so lovely to have you online today, Audrey. I can see you speaking, but I can see you're muted as well. I can see you. I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, I got there. Can you hear me now?
There you go. Welcome, welcome.
Awesome.
Great. So it is a couple of minutes after 9, and we're going to kick off here. I want to do a quick little roundtable before we start and just go around the table and have you introduced your name, where you're from, and what you're hoping to get out of today's training. This is a great time to ask any questions that you also have, so I can write them down and make sure we get to them before the end of the session. So I will start. I'm Rosie, and I am here from Surrey, BC. I am so excited to be here. I hope to get out of this training a sense of knowledge around product information and how the team is feeling about the skincare line in particular. That's what we're going to focus on today. And I want to get a sense of how people are feeling about the product attributes and sharing the benefits of organic skincare and if they have any queries there. So I'll turn it over to Gwen.
Hi, I'm Gwen, and I'm from cold Calgary because it's freezing here today. And I'm hoping to get a better understanding of where our team is at and maybe just some extra information that maybe I'm not aware of. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fantastic. I'll go over to Audrey.
Hi, I'm Audrey, and I'm from Battleford, Saskatchewan. And it's a little chilly today, not too bad yet, but it's supposed to get colder. And I am just still in Happy Land from January. And I just hope to learn some more about products today, or if there's anything new coming, or yeah. So Sonora, how about you?
Hi, I'm Sonora. I'm in Langham, Saskatchewan. I'm a young mom, 5 kids, busy household. I homeschool them. So we're pretty crazy sometimes. So I might mute or disappear, but I'm still listening.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm kind of new to the online marketing and everything. I was with a couple other companies before, but I wasn't successful because my heart wasn't into it. I wasn't able to identify to the products and the company, but with your company, because it's organic, I can. All right, I'll be right there. Want me to just call?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Amanda. Oh, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Good morning, everyone. No, I agree with Audrey. I'm just here to hear from everybody else, and I talk too much and I'd like to listen more. So I'm just excited to hear from everybody else and eat my breakfast now that the kids are dropped off at school and the dogs have their bones. I'm good.
That's lovely.
5 kids. Oh my gosh. So yeah, wow. If you need any help with anything else, I can't help with the 5 kids, but
no, now it's the grandchildren. Would you like to come and babysit?
Oh gosh. Yeah, 3 dogs and 2 kids. I think that's enough. Anyway, back to you, Rosie.
So Audrey, did you say you have grandkids?
Yeah, I have 5 children and 11 grandchildren.
Wow. What's the age range of your grandkids?
My grandkids are from 14 down to a year.
Oh, wow. Okay. And Sonora said she's a young mom, so I would imagine her kids are quite young as well.
Yeah, hers are young.
Wow, amazing. Well, it's so great to have you guys. So today I'm going to dive into the wonderful world of skincare. February is the month of our skincare self-care kit. It's our big promotion that we've got running where you can select different products and get your rose skin therapy for free. It's a time also where, the days begin to just get a little bit longer. People are noticing that the days are getting longer, which means that there's the hope of springtime coming. Here in BC, we're starting to see slightly warmer weather. We're starting to see a couple of little blooms coming out. And so what that typically means is the coming of spring. And with the coming of spring, as we all know, March is the biggest baby delivery month. And so that brings up for a lot of people the thought of fertility and beauty, and our bodies really work with nature. And so in preparing for March, I thought it would be behooving to us to really go into skincare and talk about some of the benefits of our skincare, because our skincare line, I got a couple of items here. Our skincare line, from the packaging, which is super premium, to the experience of the brand, which is very luxurious, being all made in Canada by a Canadian company, without any preservatives or artificial ingredients, and 100% certified organic. This is definitely the line that is what people are looking for right now. People want clean, effective, and safe skincare. And there's a lot of natural brands out there, but the reality is natural brands aren't certified by any third party. They kind of pick and choose what they can do and not do. But we at Maple Organics live in a completely regulated space. And so everything that we do is certified by the government to be clean, safe, and effective. And so some of your big competitors in direct sales out there, there are a couple of natural skincare lines, very glamorous lines, and they're beautiful. They don't fit with the ethos of what we do at Maple, because at Maple, we truly believe that the power of plants can power our bodies. And so we only use plant-based goods within our products. So if it doesn't grow in the ground, we don't use it. So having said that, I am now going to go into presenting our presentation for today. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'll just ask one of you to tell me if it's not sharing in some way. Okay. Do you see that?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, great. Saw it and now we're gone. Okay, is everyone able to see my screen? It says Maple Organic Skincare.
Yes, looks good.
Perfect. Okay, great. All right, so Maple Organics Skincare, we are truly Mother Nature's best skincare regime. So we've got an entire product line that is meant to be mighty and gentle. And the first product we're going to start with today is our Rose Cleansing Foam. So I have the Rose Cleansing Foam here. Has everyone online tried our Rose Cleansing Foam?
No, mine's coming.
Oh, is it? Okay, great. So our Rose Cleansing Foam is made of completely plant-based olive oil soap mixed with some Bulgarian rose oil. And you can see some of the ingredients at the bottom: coconut oil, olive oil, sunflower oil, organic aloe vera, organic rosemary extract, organic shea butter, which are then all steam distilled above rose petals. And so in our Rose Cleansing Foam, what you see is a very gentle liquid. It's actually watery, right? So we don't use any gels or thickeners in our product. We give you 100% pure concentrated olive oil based soap, which when you pump it through this air foamer, mixes with air to give you that light yet very penetrating foam, which will then clear your skin. Those little bubbles in the foam that come from the oxygen really get deep into your pores to clean out the inside of the pores and remove any impurities, any toxins, and any dirt and sweat and salt. It's the little things that get left in our pores that can cause inflammation. So having a cleansing foam with a nice dense foam in it, as opposed to like a gel wash or a bar soap or what you typically see out in the marketplace, which are mostly gels and thickeners, they don't tend to get into your pores the same way that a foam can. So you really want to use our rose cleansing foam to give you that deep level of cleanliness, which will then refine your pores and keep them inflammation free. So the foam, being so gentle, is very good for sensitive skin. So if you have rosacea or any red parts that come up on your skin, some people have more sensitive skin, this is an ideal cleanser for them. And it's interesting with the girls in the prairies is that the prairies are tough because the atmosphere is dry, but your skin is still really sensitive. So you get this impression that you have tough skin, but you actually don't have tough skin, right? It's just that the atmospheric dryness is making it feel thicker. It's making it feel a little bit more protective of its own inside, but on the inside, you still have sensitive skin. So in the prairies in particular, this is a fantastic product to really ensure that you don't get that redness after you wash your face, but you get all of the dirt and impurities out of your pores. So this is a great deep cleanser. That once you pump out will come out as a foam. This product is probably going to last you somewhere near 3 to 4 months. So if you look at the cost of the $30 bottle that it is, it costs you about 20 cents a day to take care of your skin with pure organic cleansing. So, Rodney Beck is here. Let's enter Rodney. So at the cost of, hi Rodney. Thanks for joining us. I can see you're connecting to audio. Great to have you here, Rodney. And so at about the cost of 20 cents a day, you're able to use a very premium skincare product. We don't gouge in prices. We have very ethical pricing. And so with some of our competitors, they're spending about $65 to $70 on a foam, on a cleanser. Ours is at 30. So that low price point not only helps you as a consultant get that first purchase, but what it also does is it's easier to get the repeat purchase, right? And that's really important. Getting that repeat purchase is really, really important because lower price points is what everybody needs in Canada right now with COVID and the job situation that's going on. So you're in a great place with a luxurious product with a non-luxurious price point, which will give you clear skin, inflammation-free, and maintain your sensitive skin climate. Any questions on the rose cleansing foam before I move on? Anything that I missed there, Amanda or Gwen, that you'd like me to add in?
No, I think that's great. How do the oils come into play? So all the oils that are listed first in the ingredients, is there anything with that, or for people with sensitive skin that are allergic to maybe rose, how would consultants deal with that?
That's a great question. So how do the oils come into play? So what's amazing is that the oils are what will actually cleanse your skin, right? So we've heard, it's hundreds of year old practice in India and Japan to use oils to cleanse your skin, but North America is really just getting into it. So the oils are actually what is cleansing your skin. When we saponify the oils and the fats, that's when you get the bubbles that can actually start to lift up the dirt. So the oils are actually the most important cleansing part. When you feel the product, it doesn't feel oily at all. It definitely feels like a cleansing soap, but the oils are actually what get in there, and because of their polar, they grab the other dirt and the other oils in your skin and pull them out in a way to ensure that your pores are getting clean. On the Bulgarian rose oil that's used to steam distill through the soap, what it does is it gives you the pore refining and glow benefit of rose without actually having to put any of the matter directly into the product, so that if you have an allergy to rose, you're still okay to use this product. Rose is not a top allergen. It's very rare for someone to be allergic to rose. So that really shouldn't be a concern. Like, it's not even in the top 25 of allergens. But if somebody were, they could try the product and see how that suits them, because there isn't any actual rose hard material in this one. It's steam distilled through rose.
Awesome. Thank you.
I will take a second just to point out that on our packaging, it says certified clean and sustainable. And this is really important. A lot of people don't realize that the USDA organic certification means that all of the practices used to harvest any of the plant matter, process any of the product, package any of the product, is all required to meet certain sustainability standards. So that's a really important point that not a lot of consumers know about. So when you have a very eco-conscious consumer, you really want to be able to communicate that with them, that there is no wastage in the products that we create. Okay, so next up is our lavender and rose water toner. This is the unsung hero of our skincare line. The difference in benefit to your skin between using this and not using this is very remarkable. Many consumers will think that they can skip the toner. They think, okay, well, I'll just take the wash and the oil. I don't need the toner. But the toner is absolutely imperative, okay? The toner is what balances the pH in our skin, and we need that. Okay, soap is always slightly alkaline. It's what helps it clean out all of the impurities in our skin. So our lavender cleansing foam is slightly alkaline with a pH of about 8.5 to 9. So the lavender and rose water toner is a very important pH neutralizing spray. And what it does is, because of the witch hazel in it and because of the lavender essential oil, which is a proven Health Canada approved skin soothing essential oil, it goes into your skin and it evaporates anything that could be left behind after the soap has finished its job, the cleansing foam has finished its job. And so that toner goes in, cleans out anything that's left, neutralizes the pH to balance your skin, to bring it back to where it should be now that you've cleansed it. So after you use the toner so I'll give you a great test. If you use the wash and you dry your skin, you're going to feel a bit tight, right? Because your pH is not neutralized. But if you wash your skin and then you spray the toner, then you wipe your face, your skin will not feel tight because the pH has been neutralized. So if anyone says to you, well, I don't need a toner, or I don't think that's important, you can tell them that very important point, that using the toner versus not using the toner is what's giving you that dry, alkaline skin, which you're then trying to moisturize afterwards, but your skin hasn't been pH neutralized to receive the benefit of that. So this is a really, really important step, and it's priced very fair. So if anyone says, well, they're not going to go for it, it's like, no, you really want to go for it. You really want to add this piece because it makes such a difference. So this product contains distilled water we buy from Whistler Water, organic witch hazel, which is very difficult to find. And those of us who have ever used witch hazel know that organic witch hazel is quite different to get. Organic rose water. So this is a steam distilled rose water. It's called a floral water. And what it does is it really gives you a glow in your skin, right? So if you look at this beautiful picture of Amanda here on the screen, you see the glow in her forehead and in her cheekbones, like that's glow, right? And that part of your facial expression is such an important part of, looking warm and friendly and being able to really invite people into your life. It's a really key part, that glow in your skin. And then the organic lavender essential oil, like I said, is what really soothes our skin, right? Washing our skin is hard. Wearing makeup, washing it, it's hard on our skin. So putting organic lavender essential oil literally soothes your skin. And soothing your pores and clarifying your pores is a really critical point of having great skincare. The last thing that the toner does is it really opens up our pores to receive the benefits of our rose oil. I'm going to go over to our rose oil. Actually, before I go there, were there any questions on the toner? No?
No, but I absolutely love it.
Me
You're
too.
right. Yeah.
It's such an important part. And for me, I work out a lot. I use that toner even after the gym. Like I'll spray it on and just like wipe off, just so that there's no salt sitting on my skin and drying it out. Hey, Rodney, it's a great time to say hello to you.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm enjoying my day off.
Oh, lovely. Welcome. It's the first training session you and I have had together. So it's really nice to meet you.
You as well.
Right on. So next I'm going to go up to our rose beauty oil. Now, our rose beauty oil is kind of our magic serum, right? This product has been in my family for hundreds of years. It is what you use before you get married. It's what you get when you get married. It's one of the most important products that we've had in my family. And I've added some Canadian elements to it. In particular, as I go through the ingredients, I'll tell you all about it. So let's talk a little bit about what's in it and why it's so unique. And we're going to send you this presentation so that you have this data and this information. Most of this information is in your catalogs as well, but sometimes it's really nice to have some of these pieces available. You can go ahead and put this right up as a social media post and really explain to people why our rose beauty oil is so unique and there's nothing else like it on the marketplace. So first off, I love this line here. This is not another rosehip oil. There are some rosehip oils on the market and they're straight up rosehip oils, which is a great ingredient. But for us, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, rosehip is only one of our many, many ingredients. All right. So rosehip is an amazing product which provides beta hydroxy acid, so BHA, which helps with the regeneration of new skin. But beyond rosehip oil, we have many other ingredients. And so let's talk a little bit about the most rare and luxurious oil that we use. And the most rare is the organic Bulgarian rose Damascus. This is a rose oil. This is not rosehip. This is a rose oil that is picked at midnight when the oil concentration is the heaviest in its petals. And then those petals are crushed so that they can release as much of that oil as possible. And I'll give you an idea of how much plant matter is used to make some of these products. So we are one of the biggest buyers of lavender essential oil in the Fraser Valley. And so we're now looking at growing our own lavender essential oil. We did some math this weekend with a farmer to make the equivalent of half of the essential oils that we need to produce just our skin therapy product in 1 year. We would have to grow 4,670 lavender plants locally to be able to get the amount of lavender essential oil that we use in that half a year. So when you think of how much plant matter is used to make some of these small products, you really have to give yourself and give your clients a sense of the power that's in this and the amount of plant and the amount of concentrated good that's in here. So Bulgarian rose Damascus, that's the key and most rare ingredient. And if anyone says to you, well, I use a rose oil or I use a rosehip oil, you ask them to turn it around and say, I want you to look to see if there's any rose Damascus in it, because that is $1,000 for 1 milliliter of oil. Sorry, $1,000 for 1 liter of oil, not a milliliter, a liter of oil. So what does it do? So it helps improve the skin's density, firmness, and surface with a high amount of rare palmitoleic acid. I have to read these things. Omega-7 is one that you don't get through your food. So it's really something that you have to apply locally, unlike omega-3 or omega-6. So this is something that nourishes and protects your skin. And it also contains stearic acid. So stearic acid is something that we also find in coconut oil. The issue with coconut oil is that sometimes when you put clear coconut oil on your skin, it can be pore clogging. And so we want to find other sources of stearic acid. So we go into our Japanese camellia seed oil, which is also known as Tsubaki oil. In India, they grow camellia seed plants. And so that's where it came into my family. And it happens to be that they also use it in Japan. Then the next thing I want to talk about is the color of our rose oil. Can anybody tell me what color the rose oil is? What color does it look like when you take it out of the box?
Orangey.
Yeah, orangey, you're right. So it's orangey because of the Canadian ingredient that I've added, which is this one here, cold pressed sea buckthorn oil. So now all the girls in Saskatchewan, I'm sure you've heard of sea buckthorn oil because sea buckthorn comes from Saskatchewan, right? It's one of like our prized Canadian ingredients. And so, you know, being Canadian born, being able to bring my Indian heritage into the Canadian product, one thing I learned was that the highest density of vitamin C and beta carotene is available in sea buckthorn oil, which is a Canadian ingredient. All right, so sea buckthorn, not only does the color of that beta carotene make our rose oil so orange, but it also delivers a high amount of vitamin C. And last but not least, it contains a lot of lycopene. So lycopene is available in tomatoes. So if you think of a tomato and the firmness with which you can press down on a tomato and it kind of begins to bounce back out, that's what lycopene is. And as we age, we lose a lot of that firmness in our skin. So when you take skin that's beginning to age, you can tell that when you press it in, it kind of stays there. But if you're beginning to add lycopene to your skincare, that skin will bounce back out. So that very important Canadian ingredient is in there. So you want to be able to talk to your clients if they're interested in knowing, why is yours so different? Why is yours so much better? Tell me about what's in it. And these are the kind of things that you want to pull out for them so they can really understand, like, wow, that's incredible. We also then use jojoba and grapeseed oil. And what's interesting with grapeseed oil has incredibly great properties to help your skin from discoloration. So, when you start to get age spots, slightly brown, they might be kind of oddly shaped. Grapeseed helps with that, but not very many cosmetic companies will use it because grapeseed oil can go rancid. And so to be able to use grapeseed, you have to find a way to not allow any oxygen to mix with your product. So you can't put it in a jar, you can't put it in a tube. Like Maple Organics, what we do to be able to use grapeseed is we use an airless oxygen pump. So there's no air inside your product, right? So if anybody's got their rose oil handy, they know that it's an airless pump. Once that product gets vacuum sealed in there and it's closed, it's the power of nature that we use to preserve that grapeseed by not allowing any oxygen back into the product. So that's one of the reasons that our product gives you so much benefit from day 1 versus day 90 when you run out of it. So there are some really, really important things about how we've packaged it, what's in it, how we infuse it, how we mix it, all of these different things that give you the benefit. Here, I'm just going to pop here for a second. The benefit of this skincare that you see here, right? Your customers will say to you, well, so what? You've got all those great ingredients. Well, this is the so what. This is 30 days of one of our clients. She's out in the Sunshine Coast, who used this product for 30 days. And you'll notice so many differences in her skin. You'll notice the reduction of fine lines, right? You'll notice a glow in her cheekbones, like we talked about with Amanda's image. There's a real glow in there. Whoops. You'll notice a tightening of all of this extra skin here. So you really see a firmness and tightening, particularly down in the neck region, right? Particularly down here, you see the firmness and tightness. And then overall, you see a radiance in the color and the change in the skin. So we ran a bit short on time here, so I'm going to go back and talk quickly about the eye serum. The eye serum is an incredible ingredient, incredible product made with Brazilian copaiba oil, which has naturally occurring CBD in it. So it has naturally occurring cannabinoids in it that do not come from marijuana or hemp or cannabis. They come from the Brazilian copaiba oil. So you can get the benefit of CBD without any possibility of mixing in any of the psychedelic elements of marijuana. So Brazilian copaiba oil. It also has old world frankincense in it. And if you just rub the tube on the bone here at the top of your cheekbone, you will get adequate filler into the under part of your eye to really ensure that you're getting that radiance and glow that you want. Like you can see, I'm 43 and just using this product, like I don't have crow's feet. I don't have any of those elements in my skin. It's just all I use are these five ingredients in my skincare regime. I don't use anything else.
I better not let you see my skin then, Rosie.
Hey, I gotta get you I gotta get you on the skincare line. If you're not using it, I'm failing.
I'm starting.
Good. And then last but not least is my my real darling of a product here. This is our Rose Detox Mask. It comes in a jar. It's a powder. You add a few drops of water. You apply it to your skin after you've washed it. And what it does is the earth clay, the oats, and the bentonite clay, they pull any of the oils or any impurities that are left in your skin and they balance them out, right? The oats work to soothe the skin. The turmeric works to cut down any inflammation. But most importantly, what this item does for me, which I need all the time, is it removes dead skin cells. This is our exfoliator, all right? So if you're living in the prairies on the coast, you're living in Ontario, you're living in the Maritimes, we all need good exfoliators. This is Canada, right? We don't get dead skin off of our faces. And we end up feeling ashy. The skin feels heavy. We don't smile as naturally. So exfoliation is a very critical part of skincare. And this is what is delivered in our Rose Detox Mask. This is a little picture here. It's a ritual mask that we actually use before a bride gets married in India. It's kind of like become a special tradition where, in India, you just got to use the mask before you got married. And now everybody gets dressed up and they get to put a little bit of the mask on the girl's hands and arms just to kind of give her a little blessing of love. And I think that's just a lovely story for everyone to know that it's a real gesture of care and love to be able to give yourself the time to use the mask, become, at one in that moment of self-care and pampering, and just show yourself that you appreciate yourself. Okay, so I'm going to come out of this presentation and see if I can figure out how to use my computer. So I would love to know if there are any questions.
I actually have one.
Okay.
Just so that I'm clear, probably I think one of the lavender rosewater toner probably is one of my top 3 products. And for a few reasons. One, I just love the smell of it. It just like awakens me. I actually spray a little tiny bit on my pillow at nighttime. Probably, of course, that's not what it's used for, but I do it because it just I don't know, it calms me. But I guess what I do is I spray it on my face. But did I hear you correctly and say you're supposed to wipe it off? Like what I do is I just spray it on my face and leave it there. But I guess I'm doing that wrong then, am I?
It's interesting, Rodney, because some people do prefer to leave it there. Personally, I find if I don't wipe it out, I could clog a pore or two.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do take that moment, and my skin does require more exfoliation than the average person. So for me to put the toner on, giving it a little rub giving my face a little rub with the towel, just make sure that I get everything out balanced and neutralized. But I know that not everybody rubs it off. So you really have to pick what works for you. So if you're applying it and you're not rubbing it off and you're not having any issues, then that works for you and that's great. For me, that didn't work. And so I do rub it off.
Okay, I'm going to start trying to rub it off because I actually noticed last night that my nose I noticed like, oh my gosh, like what's up with these pores? But like, maybe I'm not. Maybe like, I'm gonna try doing that, wiping off, trying to wipe it off, because I have dermatitis. The biggest parts are on the sides of my nose, and sometimes actually on the nose itself. And I found with a lot of products that as soon as I use the face, not Maple Organics face wash, but like say CeraVe or Aveeno or something, after I'm done washing my face and applying a toner or a moisturizer, immediately my face starts to get really red, and later on starts to flake. But I found with the Maple Organics facial wash and using the toner, I haven't seen any of the where my problem areas are with my dermatitis flare up and get right cakey, because I that's what I had a problem with, and I would get right embarrassed going out and going to work, because I'm like oh my god, like my face is getting all like red and flaky, and I found that I haven't really noticed that when using these products. So yeah, but I'm gonna start doing that wiping off thing to see if I notice any more of a difference with it.
Fantastic. Good to hear. Okay. So we have just a couple of minutes left. I know some people have some meetings at 9:40 here. So what I'll do is I will say goodbye for now. And if you have any more questions, please do. Does anybody have any questions before we log off?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Can I just make a comment, Rosie, quickly?
Yeah.
So if you guys are going to use the face line, please do before and after pictures, because most people are skeptical, as I am, I'm guessing, and we don't believe that it'll work for us. So please try it, because I wish I would have taken it, because I had like crazy wrinkles on my forehead and like these like constant frown marks that I don't have anymore. So please take before and after pictures.
Take pictures for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Audrey.
57 years of abuse to scam.
Oh, you'll be so surprised, Audrey, the results that you'll get. It's amazing.
I'll take before and afters.
Okay, team. Well, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy selling this February. The #1 salespeople every February are the ones who reach out to men. Reach out to men and ask them if they have anything for Valentine's Day for their wives, because you're selling roses. Okay. So good luck. That's a little tip from me to you. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you all. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.